Howdy y'all, Lone Star Rider here. Gonna do an unboxing. I got a new 12 volt cooler. Let's check it out.
Lone Star Rider on his motorcycle, raising money, making friends, seeing the country into a Lone Star Rider.
All right, this is I think it's called Alpicool, something like that. Anyway, this is the second try. Try not to hurt myself here. The name of this cooler is called Alpicool. I don't even know how to pronounce it. The last cooler, oh, it comes with baskets. I didn't even know that. And this is probably the wiring. Yep. So I can, has a drain at the bottom, which is really cool. Man, I love the basket. That is awesome. And this one has a basket too. Very cool. There. So, the last cooler, this side could not be a refrigerator and this side couldn't be a freezer. It says so on the website that these can be both coolers, they can both be freezers, and this can be the fridge, and this can be the freezer, and that's what I want it for. So now, oh, it's got a cutting board with it. Look at that. I didn't even know that. There.
It's a full package.
Yeah, full package thing. Pretty cool. It cost me about $250, and on the front here is where all the controls are. So I'm going to plug this in and I'm going to let it cool off, and then I'll come back with you to check this out. But this is awesome. I'm liking this. So this is the first look at this cooler, and I love that each has its own separate thing, and that way I'll be good. In the handle here, even though it's going to be in the van, but at least when I, where's the locks at? When I have it under the bed and I pull it out, I'll have this handle, which is cool.
Several days later.
Howdy y'all, Lone Star Rider here. I'm here with the cooler, and I've got it plugged into a battery back here. I'm going to plug it into this BLUETTI, and I'm going to see how long that will last. Also, I'm going to put this little ice tray in there and see if it freezes it up pretty quick. I'm down to 37 degrees, and it's supposed to go down to 0 and 35. And it's cooling off pretty darn quick. I have some stuff in the cooler here, and this BLUETTI is showing 100%, and I'm going to move this around right now. First off, I'm going to put the ice tray in. There we go. This is going to go into here. We'll see how well that does. Put the BLUETTI back up here. And I'm going to unplug it from this other battery I have in here and plug it into the BLUETTI, because it gives me feedback. There we go. So we got that running. It's at 100%. It still needs to get down to 35 and 0. and we'll see how that goes. It is really windy and cold out here today. So this is the first test I'm going to do with this. I don't know how to pronounce it. I got to find out how to pronounce this. Alpicool. Alpicool? I don't know. But anyway, we'll see how that works. This little cooler here, this little battery here shows now 99%. And how long will that last? It's got an output right now of 31 watts. And once it gets to its cutoff, that should go up. I'll come back out here and check it in about an hour, and we'll see what it shows there. I'm hoping this little BLUETTI will last all night, even though that's not where the cooler is going to be connected. So anyway, we'll give it a check here in a little while and see what's going on. All right, it's been about a couple hours, so let's see what the BLUETTI here says. Which is a 300 watt, and I forgot the version. Anyway, it is a 300 watt solar generator, even though I've never had a solar panel on this thing. But we'll check it out. Couldn't find a light. Well, we're down to 63%, and the cooler is down to 4 degrees Fahrenheit and 36 degrees in the bigger compartment. And I don't know, there's no output going out right now, so we'll see what happens. I probably won't check on this until the morning, since it's already almost 10 p.m. here.
3 weeks later.
Howdy, Lone Star Rider here. Alpicool-TAW35 cooler. 12-volt refrigerator and freezer. No more buying ice. I'm making my own ice. I bought this cooler almost 30 days ago, and almost a whole month. March 13th, and I think it's March 30th right now, so maybe 3 weeks. Cooler has been hooked up to my battery in the van, being charged from the solar panel, and I've been only using one 12-volt 100-amp battery to run my lights, my fan, and a bunch of other stuff, even though I'm getting ready to have 6 batteries in here that are 100 amps, so 600 amps of worth batteries. But this thing doesn't draw very much off a 100 amp battery. No problems at all. And I really like this cooler. No problems. I did take the back wheels off and put it into a tray that is going to be put on sliders, which are not installed yet, but the tray's been made. I just got to paint it. But the cooler's awesome. I just wanted to give y'all the full update on what I think about it. And I have been using it. I've been making ice and keeping my things cold with little effort here. I can't say much more about that. But let's take a look at the cooler again, and I'll show you the ice that I've been making and what I have in there now. There is the cooler, and I've got a tray built, but the 80/20 that I'm putting under here will have sliders, so I don't have this scoot. I don't have this row of aluminum extrusions next to this yet, but I have to have about a 1/2 inch on each side with that, and then I'll have the sliders in there, and this thing will slide out a whole lot easier. Right now I have little round furniture sliders on here, which it does kind of slide easy like that, but there. That's what I've got in here. I've got some pickles, I got some water, I have a beer from False Idol in here, Yeah, that's a distributor. Oh, got some other liquor. I've got a Powerade in here, some mayonnaise, some pickles and stuff in it. And, oh yeah, I've got relish in here too. Yeah, I had some hot dogs. This lid here will open either way. You can set it, turn it around and set it there. I don't know if I'll be using this cutting board. You never know, but anything is possible. And I've been making my own ice. There's only 2 cubes in here. Let's get these trays out. So I've been using these trays. These are all frozen, so I'm going to transfer these over to the bag. I bought this water a long time ago, this bottle with water in it, and I've refilled it like 2 or 3 times now. I usually fill it at filter places. I do have my own filter, I just haven't used it yet. But I've filled it up at Planet Fitness and some other places. But it's my big water bottle, and I'm going to use this to fill up. Now, these little trays here do spill a little bit, especially if I'm driving around and they're not halfway frozen or anything. Amazon sells similar cubes. I like these big cubes that have covers on it and it doesn't spill out. So I ordered some of those, and there I have stuff there, and I am so happy with this thing. And I'll be even more happier once I get the slides put in. Ice used to be fairly cheap. I mean, you could get it for, 98 cents a bag, $1 a bag, $1.50, $2 at the most. And those bags would be 10 pounds and 20 pound bags. And of course, the 20 pounds would cost you a little bit more, anywhere from $2 to $3. And all of a sudden, the whole industry reduced the size of the bags. They were reduced to 5 to 7 pounds. And just think, I was using 10 pounds perfectly in my cooler. And it was just perfect. But then they had to reduce it, so I wasn't using much ice. I had to pay sometimes for 2 bags, and I wasted a half of a bag, and I would give it away to somebody. Or if I could get by just using 1 bag, I would do that. And also the 20 pounds, they reduced to 15 to 16 pounds, 17 pounds, somewhere around in there. And on top of all of that, they raised the prices. Yes, they raised the prices. You would think if they just reduced the size, they wouldn't increase the prices, but they did all that together. Reduce the size, increase the price. It's just frozen water, guys. Yes, I know it takes electricity and equipment to freeze that and all that other stuff, but they're pretty much automated, and they seal the bags on. I saw this in Walmart. A bag just dropped down after being filled up and sealed off. not tied off, but sealed off. They're making a lot of money off these ice. And all I can tell the ice companies is buy. I'm not buying any more ice. I'm tired of it. The cooler cost me $250. And if you think about this, the cooler will pay for itself pretty quick. And then will continuously make my own ice. Yes, I have to spend a little time filling up the trays and stuff, but hey, it's better than paying them guys for the outrageous prices for the bags of ice. Yeah, no more. It's gone, out the door, no more. And if you want to borrow ice from me, if I have plenty, I'll lend you some, but you know. And those big cubes last a lot longer too. Love those things. And have that in my Yeti cup and they even last longer. Good stuff. Like I said, this cooler is awesome. I picked it because it had some great reviews on Amazon, and also there were some videos that I watched and I picked this one. Like I said, this was my second time of ordering electric coolers. The first one just didn't work out. But this one is working out, and I'm liking it a lot. Did I say I like this cooler? It's awesome. Yes. I'll put a link down below. It'll be an Amazon link. Yeah, I get a little bit of cash back for gas money and stuff, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. If anything happens to this down the road that I don't like, or it just died or whatever, I will inform you of that later. But as for now, awesome cooler. Catch y'all on the road here in North Richland Hills with my Alpicool. Yeah, I learned how to say it. Alpicool, Alpicool, Alpicool. I got a new 12 volt. I already did a closing, didn't I? I was gonna close out again. This dude is staying at a high dollar RV park. Oh, that's nice. Was reading a text. Anyway. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. I forgot. All right. And we'll see that. Now, let's turn around and look at this deal. It is already... And then they did this thing where... Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. Alpicool... I already forgot. Dadgummit. I think it's a TAW35. And yeah. No more ice, buying ice. No more buying ice. Okay,